I imagine that at least one time you're going to do a task and then you're thinking, oh, this task is really boring, or I don't want to do it. I prefer to procrastinate it to do another time. And what I want to explain to you is that maybe the task is not the problem. Maybe the feeling that you are trying to have while doing this task is the problem. But the good news is that you can change the feeling because you can decide most of the time which feeling you want to feel when you are going to do a task. So something that I learned from Sean VP from my first million podcast is that you can be more like the driver of the tasks instead of just the passenger. So what I mean by that is that you can choose like, okay, I'm going to do a task that maybe is a boring task, but I can decide how I'm going to feel, how I'm going to behave. For example, I do demos of zCloud almost every day, but I can be like, oh, I'm just going to describe this platform in a very like slow and boring way, or no, I can be excited because I built this platform. I know this platform can help a lot the clients. They can save money. They can like save time in DevOps. They can do a lot of crazy stuff. In these meetings, I can take two approaches. I can be like a boring tech guy explaining tech stuff, or I can be a very excited guy explaining like how this can help the business to succeed. So the feeling is even going to change the content that I'm going to deliver. So of course, the outcome of these meetings are going to be also very different. Not just for me, but also for the client. So the client will take more from the meeting and I will be happier in the end of the meeting. Because if it's just a long description, like 20 minutes talking, it's going to be really stressing and like a really bad experience for me because it's not a new content, right? I do this every day. So I need to come up with something new. I also need to be aware of the reactions that the people in the other side are having so I can adapt what I'm saying. I can focus on the parts that are more important to them. So it's not just a description, it's not just like reading a script. So that doesn't work. And this meeting is just an example that I'm giving. But you can also think about your day. So you wake up and maybe you are tired or maybe you are not that excited because you know your day is not going to be full of nice tasks to do. But you can decide that, okay, every task that I have to do, every interaction that I have to do, I'm going to feel like more excited or more funny. I'm going to tell more jokes. So if you think about that, you're going to change your behavior. And like mindset coaches, this is all bullshit. But I'm not talking about like this generic advice. I'm saying like just think about that. So on Monday, think about that when you wake up. Like, what's the feeling that I want to feel? And it's not going to be just in your brain. Like, you're going to change your actions. So that's the difference. That works because you're changing your actions and not just your thinking. But your thinking is what's going to drive your actions. So that's the advice here. Set the feeling before you do something. And I promise you that at least it's going to be different. I don't know if it's going to be better or not, but at least it's going to be a different feeling because you decide to have a different feeling. And of course, you can decide if you want to just go in to be a passenger and then just doing like tasks in the way that the task present to you, or if you're going to drive the task and really decide how you're going to do the task and how excited you are. But that's up to you. That's not up to me. And I hope to see you in the next one.